Hello, welcome to Monday Night Strategy Special Team Update, um, where I'm going to talk football and football strategy, especially for Madden 26. This is week two of my series for Monday night. Currently, you can see I have an overall 80 team now, lots of coins, 400,000 coins, some season tickets, and my points. I didn't. Haven't been using my coins or points yet. There just isn't a lot of cards to choose from um, that will provide, that give me the big, big bang for my buck. I did use the strategy from last week to update Jalen Hurts. Got him to 85 throw power, 84 speed, which is fast for right now, 84 speed for most quarterbacks. Um, one way I got throw power up is with Chiefs 25 theme team. He gets the 25, he gets +1 throw power. Also have +1 throw power in the strategy item. Gunslinger +1. There is an option to get +2 at some point. Probably will have +2 at some point. Also using short threat for my receivers, running back, tight end, helped him catch passes on third and short, run better routes. Other strategy items, field general +1 pursuit linebackers, +2 play rec. Going with +2 play rec, it may help with run or pass plays for my safeties and corners. O line, I got lead block because I have noticed in the game there's been a lot of chances for linemen to do lead blocking with the plays. Upgrade T. Higgins. Now he's got 84 speed with season tickets, and it's turned out to be maybe one of a good option for season one to upgrade all the way. Um, Stayed with the Chiefs theme team for +1 speed. Uh, Maybe the next best one I would guess is the Seahawks. Seahawks with +1 speed, they maybe get a little bit better defensive backfield. Not a lot of theme teams to choose from. It's kind of bad without with the card selection right now. It's one reason why I didn't really want to play MCS this weekend. I didn't played one game for a free pack this last weekend, and I could have played and maybe would have been fine, but I didn't have time, and I didn't update my team like some people. There's just not a whole lot to do with the way they. I would think maybe they would have had Legends Weekend and then next week have the MCS, but they had Legends Weekend and MCS, so people are, they're trying to make money with the Legends where people have to pay for packs, buy, do all this stuff to get the Legends and then play in the MCS. I just didn't do it. Instead, I did play ranked mode and I left my team pretty much the same as what I think my strategy is to play September 13th. The next tournament, MCS tournament, is September 13th, the most feared tournament. I think I'm just going to try and make a strategize to have the best team for September 13th. Hopefully, there'll be more cards, more choices. I'll have better defensive backs. Right now, most of these guys, uh, there's just not a whole lot of safeties to choose from. The tight ends, there's not many fast tight ends out there. And the card selection, I think, is pretty bad. Playbooks, there's always going to be issues with playbooks. Um, right now, I'm in Patriots. I know the Patriots best. Eagles playbook is really fun. The Falcons and Chargers is good, and Washington is also good. Packers may be better than I expected, but I think a lot of comp players are in the Pats in Washington. Chargers seems popular. Um, and so I've been trying out some different playbooks in ranked mode. I think I'm 10 and 10, and One reason why I lost some games was because I'm trying out new playbooks and not very good in some of these playbooks. Here I'll show head to head. Rank mode is the new mode. I don't play the here. I don't even think I had played one more game since week one. Instead, I played 20 games in rank mode. I'm up to silver. I'm 10 and 10. So it's been fun playing comp mode and rank mode is was been fun. I currently prefer the Patriots. However, if you want to talk strategy, I'm not sure to talk strategy first or show highlights. I guess my highlights are also related to strategy, so I guess we'll go over some highlights first and talk strategy, more strategy. Um, Recent captures. I'm going to show three highlights, and they do play a role in strategy. For instance, here, my defensive strategy is to play zone or man and be able to audible from zone to man and then back to zone. It's kind of difficult because the when I audible, the defense moves, adjusts, and you can almost tell, oh, I just audible to man. Especially in this play, you can see if you really are play the game a lot, you can tell if the person's in zone or man. And if they audible here, I'm in zone. It's like 4th and 3. I think, well, okay, I line up in zone because I think he's gonna run it. But then he makes a few audibles, so I know he's gonna pass it. So I audible to man. I figure my man coverage will be better with some sort of blitz. So I audible to man and end up getting the knockout. The cornerbacks, if they're around, they do knock the ball out of the receiver's hand, and so I get a tip interception here on this play. There, audible to man, knockout, tip, caught, pick six. Nate Wiggins, who's a pretty decent gold card. It's one another reason why I don't know why they're doing MCS so soon is because a lot of players have gold or the green, the green gold cards, which is kind of difficult to play for money with such low rated cards. And a lot of players are using low rated cards with speed, and it's just the gameplay just isn't is not as fun with low rated cards. Next one, I guess we'll show is this run. This run is to show the strategy of the 0-1 trap. I usually like to run in my running formations out of shotgun. I usually like to run inside zone or read option or the 0-1 trap. And teams are playing some sort of 4-3. I prefer a 3-4 with a nose tackle. So this is one easy way to score is if you run a 4-3 or a mid blitz, you can run the ball pretty good with the 0-1 trap. So here I see that this person lines up in a 4-3 scheme, and with no D line, with no nose tackle, I just audible to my 0-1 trap and score a touchdown. Yeah, it was 2nd and 2, so I don't know why, even in real life, some teams they play a gap defense, and if you trap a person in their gap, and there's nobody, uh, no defense after it. There's usually it's better to play layer a little bit, have some sort of layer coverage so safeties can make a play if a guy gets trapped. but the safeties are slow right now, and yeah, that was a very aggressive defense for second and two. Next one strategy that I use is to run halfback screens in the red zone. I don't usually run halfback screens. I don't like to run them in real life or in the game, but uh, certain times during the year, halfback screen in red zone can score a touchdown. It's like an easy touchdown, depending on what the user does. If they're not ready for it, um, it's a real easy way to go from 20 yards to goal line or 20 yards to touchdown. So, yeah, here I said, yeah, let's just make the game a little bit easier and call a halfback screen. And yeah, so there's the pass play, run play, and defensive highlight. Um, Other noteworthy, last thing to mention in strategy, I did mention double I flex, which is still a good formation um, that is in a few plays if you're to use. In fact, one guy pretty much destroyed my zone, my defensive zone in one of my games. And I called man coverage. He had a good, must have had a really good receiver, maybe even an ability on the receiver. But he just called Y sail and he threw it to the corner route every time. And it was just open, open. In man coverage or in zone, it just went right over my zone in the flat. Well, so it's yeah, so it's a good I think it's a good option for people if they're struggling on offense. One thing I did notice that may be better is that tight ends right now are terrible. They're really slow. What's going on right now is there's like 87, 80 at best 87, 86 speed wide receivers. Then the fastest tight end is maybe 81, 82. The tight ends are just, there's just no tight ends to choose from, and they're all slow. So one option in the game, if your playbook allows it, and some playbooks are better than others, you can go four wide in this game. So here in the Patriots, I can go four wide. I can take the tight end out and put a wide receiver in this formation. Who knows? Next week I may be in another one. One good option I found with four wide receivers is packs. They have clusters as four wide. They have some other. They have a lot of four wide receiver option formations to choose from. The Packers playbook. The other one is Falcons playbook, which has bunch spread. Some of the bunch spread formations go four wide. Packers also use a spread. I think it's called the spread Y slot weak, which has four wide, which makes it right now having four wide receivers with 86 speed is a lot better than three receivers and one tight end with 80 speed. And so with them not updating the tight ends really much and the tight ends being slow, they are tall, but hey, you know, T. Higgins is pretty tall. Uh, I can go, for instance, I think really right now maybe the Falcons is the move for strategy and playbooks because it has more four wide receiver options in the playbook. And yeah, some playbooks they have no option. You can't even do it. They don't have a formation where they have four wide. Others have a lot, like the Falcons. This one, Pats, I'm really used to the Pats, but I may switch to the Falcons. I can run four wide receivers out of this playbook. And here I'll just show you like run one play while we're in practice mode to show you that yeah, whatchamacallit, Gates is out. Right now, I think Horton is my fourth receiver who has 84 speed. So I got 80. Worthy has maybe 87. Higgins has 84. The one rookie premier has, I think, 86, and my running back has 85. So one good strategy as of now, as of this week too, since there are no tight ends updates, is to go with four wide receivers. And some playbooks are better than others. And so um, maybe a reason why I changed to the Falcons. Um, I'm just considering it now, but I'm starting to like the Falcons a little bit better because they have spread, which is a little bit like double wide flex. But in spread, I can go four wide. And then they have a bunch. They have some bunch formations I can go four wide. And they have the Y off trips, which is like the pads. It's a good max protect formation. Y off trips where I can block tight, if I need to block for somebody who's doing zero blitzes. So, any other comments, updates, suggestions would be nice. And not much else for this Monday to discuss. Hopefully, these tips, suggestions will be helpful and maybe make help you play online games more than you've played in the past. Otherwise, um, have to good luck this week and have to wait and see what kind of strategy updates I'll have for week 3 and on to September 13th for the MCS. Probably really considering streaming some MCS games this year because it does seem like it gets more views for MCS games. And then maybe I'll get more subscribers, comments, and everything else. So have a good week and enjoy. Um, Hopefully, you enjoyed these team week updates.